gone over 27 times this year, so he's a very...
ULM back on top. 9 for Jones. 11.
That just talks about what you just alluded to, when he's not done moving a couple of years. That's a great play.
Shaking and baking, Andre.
But he didn't go up to the same floor that Andre Jones did. Andre Jones went to the...
Hey, Jones with 20.
Jones is really good when he gets his head down and gets a head of steam going downhill with a bucket.
He's gone for 22. He has 21 the last time they played a month ago for the first ULM basket.
Great rhythm jump shot for the grad.
Second bucket.
He's 6'5", a couple 100 pounds and straight. Great shot fake. If Bobby Knight's watching, he would love that one.
We just mentioned a real threat both ways.
Jones goes up and... Shot clock down to 8. Driving in is Jones and the slam. Back and forth game. Turnover there. Jones was right at the right place at the right time. Charging in, trying to draw contact.
Jalen's kind of gotten the ball in the middle where he likes to score. And taking too many points, too many...
The rebound, Metzgerishvili. Long pass to Jones, and Jones will go. Now with 10-point bound over here on the right of the baseline. Down low, Jones goes, powered it right up.
The screen, it's the tape of the game right there.
Andre Jones from the...
How they play at that time, Akuba gets to his spot and scores.
Jones launches the three. All right about playing tonight?
No doubt about it. You can see he's getting after good defense that time.
Game clock. Jones, acrobatic shot, no, but puts it back.
That time coming across by Metz. Inside, Jones will put up the shot up and
who drives baseline with a nice dime.
Jones on the drive. Good by last couple of trips.
A little bit. Good defense by both teams.
Jones, the high arcing 1 point in Monroe on Thursday night. Jones on the drive. Goes with Zier. Takes the baseline jumper. Can't get it to go, but Jones is...
First shot he takes is a 3.
The team's on the scoreboard. Jones driving in. Left-handed layup is good. It though. 5 to shoot. Jones drives. Pass. But still, they know it's a rivalry. Jones, corner 3, and the lead is... Metzgerishvili hands off for Jones. It's a difficult shot. He takes it right to the rim. Can't get it to go. Put back by...
And usually they don't last that long.
3. Good. Andre...
To try to get Jones on the move so he can take it and not have to start from scratch.
Against Brown. Time when Agents kind of dominated. That was when ULM was going through a lot of APR issues. Is Jones. They isolate him against Julian, and he gets past him, counted in the foul. And Jones clears it. Andre straight to the bucket, got it, and the foul.
Inside the conference. There's
Jones with the...
Can get through there, too.
Jones, acrobatic shot, no, but he puts it back up.
Went under the basket and came up with it.
Jones scoops, scores! Lead back to 5, back up by Jones, and one of the best finishes. Those free throws.
Yeah, there's been some with everybody.
I don't understand why the whistle blew before the shot clock went off as Jones takes all with an offensive rebound. Jones hits it. Wamba misses. Here comes Jones. Athletic is all get out as he takes it right in that game. Mets had 23 as Jones pulls up. Pointers. There's a pass ahead for Jones. Look out. He's just going to their team on the boards. Good back cut by Jones, who finishes with the transfer from Clarendon College. It's been a huge shot clock at 7. Jones against Levi. Tough shot. Oh, he hit it. Somebody probably went up and said, you know, probably basketball is your thing. Here's a lob to the baseline.
His size, they're switching on everything.
Jones drives.
Back to Jones. 15 left on the shot clock. Jones behind the back. What a move by Zier. Over to Jones. Jones blows by Isaiah Palermo.
But just couldn't get the shot over Metz.
Gonzalez out to Jones, who knocks down the... Here's Ozier over to Jones. Corner 3 ball, and that one drops for ULM the past 3 minutes. And now, all of a sudden, it's the Warhawks needing a bucket, and they get one. Well, here's Jones from that corner. He knocked out. Get it, and now Little Rock back up 3.
And DJ Smith has just become a different type of offensive player. Great move there.
And now the Warhawks got to run away. We'll see what Andre Jones does with this one, and he Does a Gonzalez with a pump fake over to Jones. He'll take it. He's not afraid to. Drives on Smith. Gets the floater to go. Mets mismatch on Smith. Here he goes. Tries to force feed it in, and he gets it to Jones.
The Warhawks have it. ULM has lost 4 straight and 6 out of. This is Andre Jones into the paint. Over bench in the game down in Monroe. He's been in and out of the starting lineup. Is actually ULM's leading scorer. Hal wanted to go at O'Meara, had to give it up. Now Jones baseline, got a step on for Wesley, who's hit all 4 of his shots. And that now 17 and 16 for O'Meara. What an acro. Jones spins on Phelps. Nice line. What a play on the block from behind by Metzler-Ishvili. Andre Jones off the glass. And ULM comes out with the board and the run out. Jones finishes with the 2-hand dunk.
He can get his feet set on that.
Jones 3 in the corner with 5 on the shot clock. Swish.
Like an alley-oop to get it over him.
Jones slicing through the lane. Gets a left-handed.
Played a big comeback. Jones 3 at the horn. He's tied.
It is an assist in the end.
And he might have carried and traveled as Jones gives ULM.
Just got to the basket. That was a tough move and an even tougher basket.
Another difficult shot. Drive by Ozier. Double team comes. That's a nifty dump off. Led the way with those 8 points. Jones dribbles past his man. Got to the.
That was one thing that Coach Richard stressed in the practice the other day. Trying to get it on his arm to keep him from getting control of it.
Jones with a look for ULM. 11 in the first half. Finds Jones. ULM down by 4 at the half. Tough shot up and in.
Played some really tough competition.
Nice drive by Metz. No good. Put on this team. Harrison back to Jones. Shot clock under 10. Gets the rim and he finishes.
That's a great pass.
Phillips in the corner. Jones for 3. It's good.
You're going to miss every one of those.
2-1-2 now. Jones pull-up jumper is right.
Well, you know, some of those threes, you're going to get a long rebound, so you get him positioned. And Jones just saw his opening and took it down to the zone there, and makes it tough on dribble penetration. That's what they've done is cut off Jones, except that.
Right hand.
And he's been trying to prepare him for it.
Jones drives and finishes. Jones had it knocked away. Now Gonzalez a lob. And some long ones. Maybe it wasn't long enough for him. In transition, Ozier gives back for Jones. Foul is for Jones. Jones to the rim. He gets it to go.
You know, seemed like tonight it's just half a second off.
Somebody left Jones wide. Lead back to 10. Coach Vining, they shoot 60% from the floor. He lives and dies on every possession. Jones to the rim. He finishes it right. Loss at Louisiana. 3-corner for Jones. It's good.
Comes down with it the second time.
2 excellent shooting teams. ULM's been above 50% their last 3 games. Jones.
We have a game.
Underneath, Jones with the left shot. And we're back even now, 11 apiece. Metz will hand off for Andre Jones. Will bring it down. You know, you want Jones guarded out there. Eaton, they get inside and to the rim again.
Up a little bit. You know, Metz is back out. A good cut. Great cut and pass.
As Thomas Howell passes ahead for Jones. Look out! Two-handed.
Job of screening it, and Jones got a hand on that one.
Jones, lefty layup go over so far for ULM, and you're seeing how much ULM misses Elijah Gonzalez as Jones. Oh, he keeps doing
down those threes. It doesn't take many of them. And again, you know, they're just keeping the pressure on the ball handlers. They switch and make it tough on them. You never anything easy. Fine with it.
Jones to the basket. No, put back by
for the Warhawks. Jones got an explosive first step, and he gets up and down. Seesaw first half. 2 on the shot clock. Jones, the step back. Wow. Only a couple of made threes. So Delph with 29 points as Jones will lay it in.
and out. Rebound to ULM. Here comes Andre Jones, who drives to the rim, and he takes.
And that's a freshman. He's not playing like a freshman.
Nice spin move by Andre. Here thought about the three. Drives in, dumps it off to Jones. Here at home. Looking for a 5th consecutive win. Jones drives in. Hal says, okay. Nice pass from Gonzalez to Jones. Points in their loss to Jacksonville. Driving Jones, and he slid it up top, and Jones just takes it away from him. 2-on-1 for ULM. Jones drives in, keeps it himself. .28 points, though, did Karan Baker. There's a three from Jones with the answer.
Fight over it and lose it.
Jones going to go one-on-one to the basket, and he puts it in.
That's a
Euro
travel.
Step. Jones comes away with a turnover. The 1-on-3 goes right to the rack, and he lays it in with that. Price, Tim Floyd. Tip no good off the miss. Jones keeping it alive, and he eventually puts it way back into that zone defense. Good finish and a good. Jones, who's been quiet since that first 10 minutes, gets past 2 defenders, and he lays.
He's built that lead on up right here, and here goes another one.
Jones!
And then they'll shoot that little fadeaway. But they're tough to handle around the basket.
Tough drive to the bucket by ULM. Here come the Warhawks. No numbers, but still taking it to the bucket and putting it up and in. He's got a tough schedule this year, huh?
It's unbelievable.
There's a steal from Harrison. Here comes the break and a lefty layup.
Seth Thomas had picked it up.
Thomas minutes off the bench. Jones gets to the rim. Looks like he can get to the rim. Baker. So ULM with it. Jones has it on the baseline. Reverses it inside this arena. That was 90-91. You were 14-0. 92-93, 14.
That they've been playing if this game means anything.
Here's a 1-on-0 break. Up the shot that time. And now a flush by Stewart. Another rebound for Gonzalez. Pass ahead for Jones. Look out, left hand! Threes. He has 3 more today. Here's a steal by Jones. Jones to the basket. Two-handed slam. Harrison gets it out to him. And Jones with a left hand. Boy, he's just taking.
Josh?
Yeah. Doesn't he look like
defensive transition of the Warhawks thus far this game. Getting back as 5 and matching up and preventing easy looks. When he's in the game to do, score around the rim and get those offensive boards.
Andre Jones from Phillips. Banks. Thomas Howell's been a big difference with 10 points. He hands off to Jones. Jones with the finger.
But a little bit of an over-penetration by Marcus Weathers. You gotta find. SMU is gonna have to really change the momentum of this game, and that's not everything for the Mustangs. Take over down the stretch.
Another.
He got 3 here with his first time he touches it.
Harrison, back
Great
cut underneath
pass.
the bucket. Lover, who had just checked in. There's a behind the back move to the steal up top. Jones. Hands off for Jones. Jones penetrates with the left hand and basketball. Here comes ULM in a hurry. Driving in, scooping, and scoring.
You come down and just your athleticism just get you in a position to come up with a steal.
Harrison got that steal in the finish.
Below
his average.
Yeah, it hasn't. They haven't been in the game yet. This is Jones taking it to give him another.
Wanted to foul and didn't get it.
Well, he should have got it.
30-24 ULM. 3:47 in the first.
We got too many fouls in the first half.
Andre Jones. Bounce pass, Luke Phillips.
Of a teammate. The outlet intercepted in an easy 2-hand.
Boy.